Finally got to see the Rolling Stones in concert. I was so excited, I had to make a video. It was a couple weeks ago though, but this is for the humble collectors out there. If you don't got all the money in the world, neither do I. But here's my Rolling Stones collection. Meanwhile, back in May, I was very fortunate to find this parking. Well, the game's getting out. So Mariners game just got out and the Stones are playing tonight. So people coming in, people going out at the same time. It just worked out for me today and I'm very grateful. Hello! Pulled the ring light out to talk about my Rolling Stones collection. Was that Australian? The Stones crowd. Very cool. Let me apologize for that right out of the gate. That's a bad impression. Jeez, man. All right. My Rolling Stones collection, humble Rolling Stones collection. It's right here. This is our record collection. We got some more in the basement. There's some over there. The jazz records are in the corner on that side. I might intermittently show clips of the show because we had such a great time.
Great to be back. Seattle, Washington welcomes us. Thank you.
Look, it says Seattle on it right there. So I'm in Seattle.
The streets I used to walk on.
Looking for this one forever, and I couldn't find a clean copy, so this was from Record Store Day. This is the first album. Most of this is used stuff, by the way, so I'm not going to share a bunch of represses unless they're used represses. Most of my Rolling Stone stuff is, yeah, man, you'll see. Okay, but this is a newer one, and it's numbered, was pretty cool. 1964. Memory serves, the Rolling Stones debut album, just like covers, right? Covers of blues songs, and then this is actually kind of a hard record to find. I saw this record and I got excited. It was, I got a good deal on it because somebody wrote in pen on it right here. Wax is in good shape. This jacket's in amazing shape. But yeah, somebody whipped out a red ballpoint and from whatever. What does it even say? 85, in 85. Somebody, okay. Aftermath. Boom. 66, 65.
How you doing, everyone? All right?
I've never seen the Rolling Stones in my life. I've had a lot of chances to see them. It's just like, I don't know. And then this tour came up, Hackney Diamonds. First of all, I liked the record. I bought the record because I heard it on the streamer and I started listening to it a lot.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I dig this album more than most of the stuff they did in the 80s, you know. Voodoo Lounge is all right, you know. I'll take Hackney Diamonds over Voodoo Lounge. Whatever, you know. Might be some purists out there who might get upset with that. I really like Hackney Diamonds that much. I think it's a great freaking Stones record. 1965. This is we're out of our heads. A little psychedelia in there. A little bit of psychedelia. Is that how you say it? For 65. Pretty cool. And then in 1966, this phenomenal album was released. This basically, I mean, once this is released, the Rolling Stones were like, you know, neck and neck with the Beatles, right? Had to do a photo finish at the America. Under My Thumb is on here. Another classic song. Is it Mother's Little Helper? Right? On here? Am I right? I think so. Anyway. Aftermath. This, this was a big mover, big thing in the Stones' history. And then 1967 came along. Flowers. Which had Ruby Tuesday. So the hits keep coming. Oh, yeah, no. Have you seen your mother today? I'm trying to remember. Anyway. Again, 1967. Controversial album and name. This was the Satanic Majesties. Of course, this is a repress. It's not in the greatest condition. But I was excited to find this because even not the original Satanic Majesties is not. It's like, it's got this cool, you know, kind of. Anyway, there was a record store day repress of this that I didn't get. But I'm still looking for like a good original. So yes, that is Sympathy for the Devil. And that was really cool, the screen, you know, it was doing the song, and there's like these Egyptian guys like marching across the top, and then the whole thing just burns to the ground as he's singing the song. So yeah, we got the Beggars Banquet. And yes, it's not the original cover, I know. Again, this is our humble Rolling Stones collection. I did not get the repress with the original cover. This record came out 1968, year I was born. So this is where the Rolling Stones, this is where I started listening to the Rolling Stones first. I was an infant, and they just piped it in. That's not true. I didn't. It was a little bit, the Stones were a bit before my time. And I'll be 57 in June. True story. Did I show you the shirt? Check it out. It says Seattle.
We go Seattle now, you can't. Yeah, like it. Come on, and you can't. Yeah, that's good. Come on, and it. Yeah, one more. Come on, and you can't.
1969. This is the year Dana was born. Dana's right over there.
It's even got a birthday cake.
It's got a birthday cake on. That's right. It does have a birthday. I didn't think about that. There's a slice taken out of this side. So we have also, if you ever seen my things, there's our the ring is in there. That's just a faux pas right there. But right up here is Let It Bleed. During the pandemic, somebody put on like offer up or something like that. 400 free records, come pick them up. So we ran down there and we found this in that box of records, one of the boxes of records. We were all excited. Rolling Stones, you know, Let It Bleed, and there was no record in it. So it was just the jacket. So we put it up there to kind of hold the records that we display as we're playing them over here. You're welcome for that information, by the way. 1971, Sticky Fingers.
Right, now we go do the song that you voted for. I'm glad that so many people got involved in this. It's great. Here are the 4 choices that we put up. And the winner is Wild Horses.
I'm missing the zipper. I'm missing the zipper on this one. I know. Bad Russ. Bad vinyl collector. You don't have the zipper. Well, again, this is my humble stones collection. When I find the zipper, I'll be excited. Will I buy a repressed zipper? Probably not. I don't know why. I feel like there's a lot of stone stuff out there in the world, and I'll come across one of these days. And that's part of the excitement of collecting vinyl, right? And finding records that for me is to be digging through bins and go, oh, this one has the zipper. This one has the zipper, don't it? Here we go. This is Goat Head Soup from 73? Come on. Can't remember. It says on here, right? I don't know. It doesn't say on the back. But I was really excited to find this one because usually when you see these, they don't come with the original poster. And that's the story behind this record, is that this was supposed to be they wanted this to be the album cover, and yeah, the record label said no. The 1970, oh geez, see, I'm trying to get chronological here. Okay, yes, 1975 or 4 again. It's only rock and roll, but I like it. Love this album. I've had many copies of this. This album is the best one I've found. And it's just got a bit of ring wear right there. But well-loved album. That's another thing about collecting records that I enjoy, is that some records are just, you know, whoever owned it before you, and then maybe they passed away or they're in retirement home. We don't know. It's kind of boomer rock, right? But, right, they love these records, you know. I think part of that's kind of cool, is just pulling them out and going, wow, somebody really listened to this album. They didn't listen to this album. This is 76, 77's live album. We just listened to this tonight. And to be honest, what we saw, geez, how many years ago later, over 40 years later, was better than this. Now, Ronnie Wood was in the band at this time. So, 1977, there were some performances from 1976. Ronnie Wood was 1976. Mr. Ronnie Wood joined the band. He also did, in the same year, he did a solo album, which I can't remember the name of. But he was famous. He toured with Rod Stewart. Did a lot of stuff with Rod Stewart and some other musicians that it was escaping my memory. Hey man, I don't know everything, and I'm proud of that. Black and Blue, the Rolling Stones, 1976, and it is on the Rolling Stones Records label right there. So here's another one. It's great collector for Stones collectors out there. You got Some Girls, 78, I believe, 77, 78. I think it's 78, pretty sure. And that's the one that you usually see. And this is sort of as a Stones collector, this was a grail for me when I found it. I was like, oh my God, awesome. So a bunch of the actors and like Marilyn Monroe's people at the time, there was a lot of folks that didn't want their image to be on this Rolling Stones record, and they raised a stink about it. By the way, again, Daybreak Records with the killer prices. I bought this for $15, and it's in pretty dang good condition. Emotional Rescue. Here, this is 1980, I believe. 1980 Emotional Rescue. I have this t-shirt. Did not go to the show, but I do have the t-shirt because I found it at a thrift store for like $2 or something like that. I'm like, I'll pick that up. That's pretty cool. Emotional Rescue. Boom. And then 1981, this was a great album. Tattoo You, with of course Start Me Up You got it. You know. You know. I hear you out there. And then 83, I believe it was. This one came out. It was like, it's okay. It's like, I don't know. It's all right. Uncover the Night. I have to put this one on again. I don't really remember this album, to be honest with you, that much. Boom. Wait, there's more. Gonna get into some new records, but also some old beat records. They got a lot of comps, the Rolling Stones. A lot of comps. The Rolling Stones have like 30 studio albums, and I think there's like 109 releases altogether. A lot of comps, live stuff. It's cool to find some of these older comp stuff. This is the Rolling Stones now. When? Now. Long time ago now. But now. This is, again, here we got a record that was loved well. I mean, they loved it so much they put tape across the top when it started coming apart. This is stereo version, and somebody also wrote, and it was probably spinning when they did that, and I'm betting they were probably on something, on cloud 9, or on get off of my cloud. There goes that. The big hits. This album, geez, it had to have been 60s at some point. Can't remember, but you got some cool photographs and stuff in there. This is the mono, which is pretty sweet. I also had the mono of December's Child, by the way. I don't pick up a lot of Stones comps just because, I don't know. But this one isn't, it's like, whatever. Made in the Sun. There's like another one. I just like the images on this one, art-wise. But, yeah, another. The Rolling Stones, Time Waits for No One. It's got all these cool little images on it. And of course, you know, Time Waits for No One, Bitch, Dancing with Mr. D, Angie, and whatever. Okay. This one, Rolling Stones. It's, you know, Black and Blue, Zero. Is this the Harlem Shuffle? They do. Anyway. So there's that stuff. $6.99. I didn't even pay that much for it. This is Hot Rocks, and it's got the new released, yes, lithograph. It's got all the cool stuff with it. This came out Record Store Day 21, I believe. 21 or 20. I can't remember. But yeah, yellow vinyl. I think they released this like every year of different colors or something. I don't know. But I like it. It's a good album. I used to have the CD. Wore out the CD. It's over there somewhere. So you get into the 80s and 90s Stones. It's in the CD collection there. I'm thinking about picking up the Voodoo Lounge. There's a new repress coming out. Just because that was like the CD era. Sorry. And, you know. Okay, so they released a bunch of these for each city. Stadium here in the States. They're playing the stadiums, and they had something going on with, there's a white vinyl on this one with the MLB. So I got this. I was excited to find this because I thought they were all sold out. Pulled into my silver platters over there, and guess what? Boom. Hackney Diamonds. I was excited. Also, this was last Record Store Day. This is the live version of that album on white vinyl as well. Recorded at the Racket, New York City. Okay. And that's it. But here's my Rolling Stones collection over the years. I hope you enjoy. Also, like the video, if you want to mess with the algorithm, if you want to be punk rock about this silly computers that are trying to take over our lives and control us vinyl people and push us to the back. They're trying to push us way in the back. The way to combat that is to like the videos that you enjoy from the vinyl community or whoever that makes those videos, and subscribe to the channels, because it's rebellion against the algorithms they're going to take over the world. I mean, just give them a few years. You know it, I know it, the American people know it, the British people know it, the Australian people, they're catching on. Later.
Seattle Plumbing Center. Billy. All the stone shirts hanging.
Yo, good up there? I see you. Thank you so much for coming back to Seattle. Really appreciate you coming back to see us. Thank you.
And it's amazing these guys are still doing it after all these years, right? I mean, that was one of my, like, do I want to see these guys? And Dana and I pulled up a bunch of Stones concerts on the YouTube and started watching them. And it's like, they still got some energy to them. And then I saw something on Jagger, how he's like, he's on a strict diet. He like exercises and they're not like drinking heavily anymore. There's a live album that we have that was from like 76, 77. Not my favorite. Not my favorite live performance of theirs, to be honest. What we saw in Seattle a couple weeks ago now was better, in my opinion. There's a guy, I don't know who the channel is, I forget the name, but they pulled together a bunch of cell phone stuff and they put the concert together. I think they did the one on the Seattle show, if you want to see it. It's good. That was a great live show. I'll add some of that stuff in here. I'm blabbing too much. Seahawks play. Did I go to a Seahawks game at Lumen Field? Nope. You know why? Because it's cold outside in the fall here. It rains a lot. This is an open air stadium. And the best seat in the house for a Seahawks game is right here in my living room, right? We've got a 70-inch TV right there. This beer, I can get 12 of these for like, I don't know, whatever it is, $12. I go to a game, I can get a big can that's maybe 2 of these for like $78 or something crazy. Like, it's not, it's like $18. Seriously.